Hello everyone, it's Michael and today we are going to do new user training for SmartSuite-Library. The first thing to start with is logins. Okay, so whenever you are given a URL for your SmartSuite system, whatever it is, on the right hand side, you will have a sign in button. You need to be able to sign in to be able to access anything on the system. Okay, you can search without signing in, but that's about it. You can't do anything else. And so it should be. You don't want random people just getting into your system and then changing catalog records or deleting stuff or looking at patrons' names and addresses and what have you. You just don't want that to happen. So you need to be signed in. If you're single sign on and you use any kind of single sign on, we integrate with that and we can implement that. So that's no problem at all. Okay, but once you're signed in, this is the page you can get, and you can go up here and you can look. Okay, if you get a book or anything that you want and you click on it, it'll come up with all the synopsis of that item. Okay, and then you go, oh, scientists, what have we got on that? So just click on that and it'll do another search of scientists. So then when you go and click on another title, it'll give you another title of the book. It'll give you the book, it'll give you the availability. Okay, and if you want to, if it was on loan, if it said 0 of 1, you click on record availability and click on what's on loan, and anything on loan will appear. You click on what's on reserve and it'll show you what's on reserve, or you just say show me all the information. That's it. If you want to reserve an item, just click on reserve, and as long as you're logged in, all you need to do is click on reserve and it'll reserve it for you. Okay, however, if you want to reserve on behalf of someone else, then just click the search button in the reserve screen, type in Smith, bring up all the Smiths, choose John Smith is who I want to reserve it for, and then go reserve. So that's how you can reserve on behalf of somebody else. Okay, now if you are new to the system, you will have this little button over here. When you click on that, that's not a machine, that is actually somebody else. That first question is a machine, but after that you can put in your question here and we'll answer you, and you'll have that special one-on-one access, instant access facility for the first 8 or 9 weeks. First, at least the first couple of months that you're on the system, will have you interactively addressing any of your questions. You can also click on menu and you can click on mailbox. Okay, and when you go to the mailbox, you can go and create a support ticket. The subject is, I'd like someone to ring me on such and such and walk me through how to do circulation, or can someone send me a video on circulation, or someone send me a tech note on circulation. If I don't get it, I will ring you back. You can type anything you like there, go help, and that's how you can contact us. Alternatively, you can click on the menu, you can come down to support, and guess what? In the support area, you can go to training videos, you can go search help articles, or just contact the ticket box and get help from us that way. Okay, another way that you can get help is, why not go to YouTube? So just youtube.com.au. Okay, and when you bring up YouTube, in the search bar in YouTube, type in SmartSuite. SmartSuite-Library. And there's all the help notes. Some of them are 2 minutes, some of them are 3 minutes. If you do stock take, that might be 20 minutes. But you've got a video on just about anything to do with SmartSuite-Library. It's all there at your beck and call. However, you don't necessarily have to go there. You can go straight to create a ticket or down here and raise a question. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, because you're a new user, we're going to show you how do I add a patron, change a patron, delete a patron, find a patron. How do I do that? Simple. So you just click on menu, you go down to patron, and you go to patron management. In patron management, it'll always bring up your record. So if you logged in as Marianne, it'll come up with Marianne. You logged in as Joseph, it'll come up with Joseph. You go, no, I don't want that, my record. I want to find somebody. Just click on find and just type in Mike, or just M if you want. And then anyone starting with them would come up, first name or surname, and then just choose the person that you want, and that's their record. change it whatever way you want, or hit the delete button if you want to delete him. You won't just accidentally delete him. You have to say, yes, I do want to delete him. And of course, if he's got loans out, you won't be able to delete him. Okay, you got to either make sure that his loans are returned, or you can flag them as lost and then you can delete them. Okay, but I don't want to do any of that. I just want to change his name. Okay, and his first name is Mike. He wants to be called Mike. Okay, and that's it. And then you just go save. You have to save after you've done all the changes you want. But you can say, no, no, Mike's not a staff member. Mike is actually in year 10. So you can just choose year 10. Okay, and then just save it. And that's all there is to changing a record. Now, if you want to add a new person, just click new and then give him a barcode. If you haven't got a barcode, don't worry about it. Why not give him his school admin number? And if it's not his admin number, it's a teacher, put in their email address as their barcode. Okay, and then what you do is you say his first name is John. Okay, and his surname is Stewart. Okay, don't worry about his email address. Don't worry about that. Just go to class grade and he's a year 10, and then go to his homeroom and say he's a year 10C and his role as a student, and just go save. Okay, and now you've created John. If you want to add a picture for him, just go upload. So go to wherever you stored his photograph and then click on the picture, go open, and his picture will appear up here. Simple and easy as that. Okay, but you can say, can I give him a username other than his barcode, because he's never going to remember that? My recommendation is yes, any username you like, but try and make it a standard. So your standard might be his first name, a full stop, and then Stewart as a surname, all in lowercase. So that's his username. Okay, now if I save that, he can log in using this, or he can log in using this. Or why not give him an email address? Okay, so that's his username. Now, if you do that, he can now log in using his barcode, or his username, or his email address. Simple as that. Save it. That's it. But when he logs in, he's going to be asked for a password. So click on change password. My recommendation, give him a new password and make it the same for everybody. Password, Password, all in lowercase. Confirm it, Password, all in lowercase, and go change password. And then what you do is say change password or next login. Yes. What that's now going to do is every time he logs in the first time, it'll ask him to change his password. And he can give himself whatever password he wants. You really don't care. And of course, kids being kids, they'll forget it. So if he ever forgets it, do a find, bring him up. Okay, click on change password, put it back to password, make sure change password on next login is ticked, go save and go, John, I've reset your password to password. When you log in, you're going to be asked to change it. So give yourself a new password. You say, I just remembered my password. Can I reuse my old password? Absolutely, entirely up to him. Okay, and that's how easy and simple it is to add, change, or delete a patron record. Now that we've done that, the next logical question is, how do I add, change, or what about all these other fields? Well, you can have a look at it and you can fill them in if you want to. Not necessary. Okay. Now, by the way, if John is not a student, you need to get rid of the student role. Okay. Then click outside the box so that it refreshes it. And he's a teacher, you come here and you click he's a teacher. Okay, and that's it. What will that do? Well, that'll give him access to TV for Education. It'll allow that teacher to now go to TV for Education and add resources. But you go, no, they're not a teacher. They're actually someone who comes in 3 days a week and helps me with cataloging. So click in here, okay, just click it in there and go, he's a cataloger. Or, and they also help on the front desk. So they work on circulation desk. So he's now got a cataloger role and a circulation. They can't do anything else. They can't do reports. They can't go to patron. They can't. But you go, no, 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 no. He is a library staff member. So if they are a librarian, just click librarian and they will have every right to the menu system here to do any or all of all these things. Okay, so the role is very important. Okay, now you want to go, how do I add, change, or delete a catalog record? I want to add catalogs records to the system. Easy. Menu, catalog, and catalog. And because I've shown you how to add, change, or delete a patron, add, change, or deleting a catalog record is exactly the same. Click on catalog, okay, and it'll bring up the catalog screen and it'll bring up the last record you were working on. But if you go, oh no, I want to find a record, I want to fix this record, go find, type in cat, hit enter, all your cat records will come up, okay? And if you turn around and say, okay, let me just, this is my record, okay? Click on the record, it'll bring it up, and you can go ahead and you can change anything you like here. If you want to add subjects, go to subjects, click on here and go ability fiction. And I want to add another one, which is animals of Australia. And it says, no, animals of Australia doesn't exist. You go, yes, it does now. So click OK, and now it adds that to the collection. And every one of these buttons is exactly the same. You just fill in the information you want, okay? And if you want to add a barcode for the copy, you just click on the copy, and you just go in here, put in the barcode of record. It's available. The store location or where it is, it's in the assistant principal's office. The sub location is it's the English department with a bad spelling. You can go, it's the loan type is it's a fortnightly loan and there's no renewal for that. And if that's done, you just go save. And that's all there is to cataloging a book. And you just fill in whatever you want. You don't have to do any particular thing in here. Okay. So if I went new, it'll give me a blank screen and that's all you do. And that's all there is to cataloging. You go, do I have to do that for every book I catalog? No, you'd only do this for stuff that's not on SKIS. Things like brand new books that SKIS has in catalog, posters, laptops, iPads, chairs, photocopiers, anything that's not on SKIS, you should catalog it if it's being loaned or lent to anybody. Okay, and just for whatever it's worth, if you catalog a photocopier or a laptop, okay, whenever you expand the barcode of the item, okay, you can put in the asset register information about that particular item. If it's been repaired, you can put in the maintenance register about that particular item. Everything's unlimited. So not only is it a normal catalog for books, but it's an asset register, it's a maintenance register, it does all those things. Okay, don't forget that if you are finished with the system, make sure you click save. Okay, and then go in and do the next item. But you go, I don't want to do the next item. I just want to be able to catalog 16 books. So click here, click on catalog, and instead of going to catalog, go to global catalog. That's where you go to catalog SKIS material. Okay, click on global catalog, and there are a few fundamentals that you should be doing before you catalog SKIS stuff. So this is very, very important. You only do it once ever, and you never have to do it again. So what you do is you click on the configuration, go to the up arrow, and you go Z3950 databases, look for the SKIS entry, and put in your SKIS username, put in your SKIS password, and if it's new, you'll have save, but if it's an existing, you just click update if you happen to change your username or your password. Just go update, and that's the first thing you do. The next thing you do is choose the spine label you're going to use. Now, let me tell you a little secret. When you click the up arrow, it says default spine labels. My recommendation is choose one of these labels because it will work perfectly every time. You go, but I've already got 20 pages of spine labels. Well, how about this? If you go and buy Reiko 12603 as an example, you know what? You never have to worry about aligning your spine labels ever again. So why not just pay 50 bucks and get one of these spine labels, and then it just works. You don't have to then try and build your own spine label report, which you can do. You can go to YouTube and go creating spine labels in SmartSuite-Library. And there's a video there. I'll show you how to create them. Good luck. You might spend 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and then it goes out of line. And then you have to do it again and fix it up or whatever. Whereas if you choose any of these, it's there. So just make sure you choose that and save it. Okay. So that's the second thing. The third thing and the last thing that you would do is you want to click in here and you go to catalog defaults. What's a catalog default? A catalog default is for the majority of the items you're going to catalog, put in the location, put in the sublocation, put in the loan period, put in the renewal period, put in the copy status. Okay, if the cost center is the library, put that in as well. Put in the media type that it's always going to be a book or it's always going to be a fiction or whatever. That's what you need to do. So you need to go to copy defaults, okay, and put all that information in and either save or update it. Now, what you can do is you can do one for media of book, you can do one for fiction, you can do one for non-fiction, you can do one for DVDs, you can do one for equipment, so you can choose any of that. But bring up the first one that you're always going to use most of the time once you've done it all, and then go save these as a default setting. Save the screen as a default setting. Okay, now that you've done that, okay, what you want to do, let me just go back to my search screen just to refresh the screen. Okay, so now that you've done all of that, what you can do is you can turn around and say, all right, I want to skis catalog. I know I'm in the middle of a search screen. So all you do is you click on menu, go to catalog, and you go to catalog default, global catalog, sorry. When you go to global catalog, there it is. It's loaded that because you said that was your default. Now, all you need to do is zap in the ISBN number with your barcode and then put in the barcode. Then put in the next book, okay, with your barcode, and then put in the next barcode, and then put in the next ISBN number, and then put in the next barcode. And if it's there, it's imported it and cataloged it, allocated the barcode. If it's not there, say item not found. So you just want to check, was that the correct ISBN number? If it was, you might want to put it aside to manually catalog it because it wasn't on SKIS. Or put it aside and say, I'll come back to it in about 2-3 days time. I'm sure that SKIS will catalog. So you can do that. And that's all there is to SKIS catalog. You say, yeah, but what about spine labels? Easy. Because you remember you went and set up the default spine label, 12603 or whatever you've chosen. Just click on print and it will automatically generate your spine labels. And there they are. That's my spine label. You can say, yeah, but I've used this sheet of label before and I've already used 17. So leave 17 blanks at the bottom, go generate, and guess what? It'll shuffle it down to start printing at the 18th one. And if you say, well, you know, we're a small library and we just don't want to buy spine labels. Well, why not print it on blank paper and just cut around that square? And once you cut around that square, stick it on the book with sticky tape and then cover the book. And you've saved yourself $50 a year. Go and buy 3 or 4 new books with that $50. Okay? And that's how you would SKIS catalog and put the spine labels off at the same time. You say, oh, that's very well. How do I circulate? Menu. And because I'm a librarian, I have the circulation button. And I can go circulate. And the circulation screen will always come up ready to loan. That's what the blue is. Ready to loan. If you want to return, ready to return is that pinky color. Ready to loan. So enter the patron's barcode, but I don't know his barcode. Just enter his name, SMITH, Smith. And there's all the Smiths. Choose the Smith you want to loan to, and then enter the barcode of the book you want to loan to him, and the next barcode of the book you want to loan to him. And then it's a different name, so it's Mike or Michael or Mike's. So you don't know, so just put an M, and then choose which M you want. Okay, and once you choose the M that you want, it'll bring up that patron and then check it out. Okay, and it says it's currently marked as on loan to this person. check it in from that person, check it out to this person. That's it. Just go loan anyway, and it'll do it. And that's all there is to circulation. Okay. Now, if he comes up and he said he's lost that book, you just put a tick on there and just go lost. If he said, no, I don't have that book on loan, I returned it. So if you accept it, click claim return, and it'll take it off his loan. But it will tie his name to that book to say, just letting you know that this guy said he returned this book. We don't believe it, but we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. That's what that claim return is all about. If you want to return material, just click in there and then just go and enter the barcode of the book. Okay, it'll tell you all the information about that book, and enter the barcode of the next book. Okay, and any history of that book will come up there. You can turn all these messages off if you don't want to know these messages. Okay, and the way you do it is you click on the cog, and there are all the messages. You decide what you want to turn on and what you want to turn off. Okay, and don't forget to hit the save once you've done that. And that's how you can tailor your circulation system to operate the way you would like to see it operate. Okay. Okay, so you've cataloged a book, you've added patrons, you've circulated. How do I do overdues? Easy. Just click in here, go down to reports and reports. And if you want to do any kind of report, you can play around with these reports to your heart's content, because nothing goes to the printer, it all goes to the screen, and then you choose to print it. So if I go overdue, and I want to do overdues by classification, then go open and enter the classification you want to do overdues for. So I want to do overdues for 12. I want to do overdues for 12B. I want to do overdues for 12G. Okay, and now go generate. And now it's going to do all your overdues here. But you're saying, oh, but that's by class grade. We do overdues by homeroom. Ah, why? Because you send it to a teacher? Absolutely. So what you would do then, you would just go back into the reports menu and you'll go overdues and you'll do by homeroom. But I don't have a homeroom that I know of. So let's pretend that this is the homeroom one. Okay, so let's choose, and we'll choose the 12. Okay, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to generate a homeroom. Let's pretend that it's called 12, and there's my report. And you say, why can't I automate this so that I don't have to go in every Monday morning and do an overdue for the particular year 12 homerooms? Why can't I email it? Absolutely. You got the email button here. Click on the email, and then what you do is you'll say every week, okay, starting on the so April, so let's go down to May. So starting on the Monday, okay, send it, make the subject, so the homeroom teacher is Jason. Jason, please chase these for me. Put Jason's email here and go schedule it. And now if I hit that schedule button, what will happen is every Monday morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, Jason will get an email of anything that's overdue for the year 12s. That's you can do. You can do another schedule for the year 11s and another schedule for the year 10s, and put in a totally different person with a totally different message. And that's how you can do it instead of just printing them off. Okay, so it's really, really simple. Now, you want to do stock take, don't go and do a stock take when you just put the system on. When you come to do a stock take, when you come to do things that you'd never do immediately, or you do it once in a blue moon or whatever, why not go down into support, create a ticket, or go to mailbox and create a ticket and say, can someone walk me through stock take? Or can someone direct me to a video on stock take? Or can someone walk me through circulation? Or can someone contact me on this number? So do it on a need to have basis, and you'll find that you will be addressed and happy to not have information overload. Thank you very much for the opportunity to go ahead and do